And boom, monkeys, we are live back at the Crypto Boogie channel with tacos and kimchi. We got my amigo here, the Twinksters himself, dropping alpha at the Las Vegas fucking crypto mindset meetup. Dude, that place we went to, bro, that DCC and Charlie set up, me gustó mucho, Twinkie. What did you think about the course? Well, not the course, but the meetup overall.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. A lot of Q&A. What I appreciated was how many people were coming up to you and I saying like, "Hey, we appreciate the information you're giving. We don't comment in chat. We're just basically ninja watchers, but we watch the effort you guys are putting in, and we appreciate it." I was really surprised. Like, I guess this is what it's like being a D- list crypto celebrity on that. So that part was pretty cool. And as far as some of the different events, got to protect the innocent. I know we'll be huddling up and syncing up with DCC and some other folks here in the near future for like a debrief stream. But yeah, what am I allowed to say? You and I like stumbled out of one place late in the evening, but we must have just missed each other. I'll leave it at that. Let's see here. We had like a 6:30 a.m. breakfast with a select party, which was like after we had gone out to 6:30 like the night before, a couple hours of sleep, rinse, repeat. I was hurting, man. That next day. That next day was unpleasant. Yeah.
Tell me about it, bro. The amount of tequila I consumed, man. Ay, 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 bro.
Yeah.
Bro. At least the cats got to taste what good tequila is like, man. And we drank a lot of it, bro. Dude, I gotta give a shout out to Liam, bro. That motherfucker makes me laugh, Twinkie. That dude gives no fucks, bro. Gives no fucks about how he looks or where he's at. He's just himself, bro, and he's straight out.
Yeah, take it or leave it. Yeah.
Comic book out of the '80s, bro. That dude is out of a comic, and he don't give a fuck, homie. You know what I'm saying?
No, not in the least. Let's see. The steak place we went to, that dessert cheesecake was dynamite. Steak was good. Great conversation there. Let's see. I mean, so many things, right? So many different things went down.
Yeah,
¿Cómo se dice tortas de cantina? Cantañeras?
Cantineras, bro. Yeah, we went to one club. Charlie, oh my gosh, Charlie, why did you take us there, man?
It was for Liam. People wanted the big booty Latinas. They might not quite, they might have got what they negotiated for, but it might not have been quite what they bargained for.
Yeah, it's more like big panza Latinas, bro.
Yeah. It was just great time, great meetup. I did talk to Crypto Culture, aka Black Hexagon, in the background. It's like, hey, that the meetups have been getting progressively better as y'all have been getting this really dialed in. So that was the best one yet so far, as far as like overall events and flow. And then watching DCC and Charlie like swing trade craps tables to roulette table, watching DCC go down on like a roulette craps table to like throw it all on a roulette table and make it all back. It was just it was a good time, man.
Yeah, it associates with the meme he always drops, bro. When you lose all your money, bro, and you say, I'm gonna battle the F back. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, yeah, can't lose.
Yeah, it's DCC's freaking. I think that's his alter ego, bro. When he's in the casino, bro, and he gets wrecked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's like, can't lose, can only quit. Right?
Dude, so much fucking fun, dude. So much fun. Shout out to the first Moon Ganger in the chat and soon to be part of my wrench gang, Mr. Black Label Expat. Dude, this cat was dropping some freaking Insta Alpha, bro. I mean, BLX, yeah. I gotta get with you sometime. And mind you, cats, since we're here on the Tacos Kimchi episode numero 31, we will eventually have a Tacos Kimchi and Fried Chicken fucking episode numero 1 with our amigo here, Black Label Expat, dropping that motherfucking Expat Alpha. You know what I'm saying? That shit, dude, that man has some fucking knowledge, homie. He's got
for sure. Yeah, he's a well-traveled individual.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I might end up linking up with him later on this year, bro.
Yeah. There's a lot of chatter. Word on the street is Magnus wants to organize something late year too, over in his neck of the woods.
Go ahead.
First things first, right? We gotta get through this run, right? Gotta secure the bags.
Yeah, I agree, 110%, man. We got Damien here, fucking diamonds and fire, bro. Ramirez 97, bro, with the monkeys fucking meme all the fucking way, dude. We got Hexus. Let's freaking go. Ascending man. You said,
hey, what's going on, Nate?
You said you were gonna be there, son. So did Agent J, bro. I expected you cats to be there, man. Maybe next one, bro. Maybe next one, homie. You know what I'm saying, We got my amigo here, Roderick96, with the freaking memes, dude. This guy is a huge supporter, man. And Hex is asking me if my kidneys are good, bro. Yeah, they're all right. They're doing okay, bro.
Good enough.
Yeah, man. I ended up fasting for 36 hours, Twinkie, if you didn't know, man. After I came back, I fasted.
You mentioned it. You got to work off that pizza, huh?
Yeah, bro. Dude, them fucking pizza slices were fucking amazing. What was the name of that place?
Pin Up Pizza on the Strip. For anyone who's passing through, Pin Up Pizza on the Strip, like gigantor slices, right? Yeah. Like hit the spot, man.
They had this real like cute pin-up Asian chick working there, bro. The next day, bro, I hollered at her a little bit afterwards. The next day, man, the day before we were leaving and shit. I got a positive attitude. That's always a good thing, man.
Always appreciated.
Yeah. Red Gamer met you, bro. You were one.
Yeah, sure did.
Red Gamer, you have no idea, bro. Wait till we get to the point, bro, of when you're fucking making some dinero, bro, and we end up going to that meetup, homie.
Yeah. When you're out at the place doing the 6:30 a.m. shutdown, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, prepare your fucking body, bro, for the smash session you're gonna end up getting, bro, with all the fucking alcohol you're gonna be drinking, dude. You're not gonna want to wake up the next day, bro, with so much alcohol you're gonna consume, bro. You know what I mean? We got my amigo here, large and in charge, telling you cats what to do. Smash the like button, subscribe, drop a comment in the chat. Share the content, monkeys, because we're always dropping information here, bro. Diamond Hand Degenerate. I actually taught this guy how to fucking do a little bit of roulette, man. He was a little bit iffy about it. He's like, no, I don't want to do it, bro. I don't want to do it, bro. I do, just do it, bro. And he ended up picking up on that. He ended up learning how to play a little bit of fucking roulette. It's not that hard, Twinkie. Then
so in one of the chats, there was this dude who's like, yo, I'm going to see you at the meetup. I'm going to knock your teeth out. And I was like, oh, Diamond Hand, it's like day 2, still got all your teeth. Day 3, still got all your teeth. Predictably, some folks on the internet like to talk a lot of shit, but when push comes to shove, they're just keyboard warriors. They just bump gums. They were telling Diamond Hand about it. So I was like, oh, I'll be there. I'll watch it. And, can't vouch. Diamond's been a hilarious dude in some of the chats I'm in with him, and he's a good dude.
Oh, wow, man. I mean, I don't understand the haters, man. We don't even talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I do talk a lot of shit. I'm just like,
that's how we do.
Really selective about it. And it's like, it's justifiable, right? Like, I don't dish it out towards anyone who doesn't have it coming and hasn't brought it upon themselves, in all honesty.
Man. Yeah, exactly, bro. We got Smooth Brain, the United Smooth Brain. How you doing, man? How you doing, dog? And then Raul Peña, great meeting.
Yeah, it was good to meet you too, Raul.
Yeah, man, that shit was fucking fun, bro. A lot of fun, man. But we got to move on to the memes. I am glad we are. I'll leave the best meme for last, bro, because I don't want YouTube to flag me too hard, bro. But nevertheless, bro, the last meme is fucking fire, bro. It is fucking fire. So let us go over to the memes, dog. Let's see what we got on the memes, son. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? Vamos a ver. Now, since this is tacos and kimchi, bro, let us start off with a little bit of fucking Asian humor. When you act like your Asian parents are cool on the phone, Twinkie, I'm sure you dealt with this.
Bro, that's literally what I was telling you about. Hold on, my dad's calling me.
Sorry about that, Twinkie. Sorry about that. I ended up hitting the wrong fucking button. I will try that again. My bad.
Technical difficulties.
A little bit. How's that? Can you see that?
Got it now.
All right.
Bro, that's literally what I was telling you about. Hold on, my dad's calling me. Yo, what's up, Dad?
Motherfucker, where are you?
Oh, I'm just at my friend's house chilling right now.
Get your ass home and do the calculus homework before I shove the chopstick in your ass.
Yeah, no, Dad, I already ate. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
I don't care if
Yo, bro, tell your dad I said hi.
Get your ass home right now.
Hey, my friend Lee says hi.
Motherfucker, who is Reed? Tell Reed I gonna beat his ass too. And you better
all right,
get
sounds
home
good,
right
Dad.
now
All right,
before
love
I
you,
send
man.
your ass back to China.
Yeah, so basically he just said I could sleep over if I wanted to. Bro, that's literally what I was telling
Oh, dude. Dude, the Asian culture, bro. You guys push fucking education so hard, Twinksters.
Yeah, education and a lot of like discipline and work ethic. I know Vivek is getting bounced from Doge, but there's a lot of truth to it. That may be unpleasant for the white folks, but there's a lot of truth to it.
Yeah, man, exactly. Or like the second generation Americans and shit. You know what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, what's interesting though is like a lot of times, like by the third generation, right? They're fully Americanized, so to speak, fully Westernized, and a lot of those values end up falling by the wayside.
No, I concur, man. Even Tate himself said, bro, that he's gonna treat his daughters like fucking princesses, and his sons, bro, they're gonna be fucking sharing shoes, bro, because they need to be raised hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, it does. It does a lot of good for him. It may not be pleasant in the moment, and people may not understand it until much later, or may not find value in it until much later.
Yeah, I agree. So let us move forward, Twinkie, to a Mexican style meme. I hope you can understand the Spanish. For you cats that can understand the Spanish, you guys understand this. It's funny as hell, bro. Speaking of second generation Americans versus first generation Americans, bro, this is associated to that.
Hey, Mom, I was thinking about getting an earring, maybe a tattoo or something. Me gusta el pene, la verga entera, soy gay, soy fan de los gays, me gusta el pene. Hey, Mom, I was thinking about letting my hair grow a little bit, probably like to my shoulders or something. Soy puto, soy maricón, soy puto, me gusta el pene en la boca.
Oh my gosh, Twinkie. Oh my gosh, bro. I remember, bro. I was in middle school, bro, and one of my homies came down from Washington, not Washington State, not Washington, D.C., but from Washington State. I think he was in Pasco, bro. A lot of migrants ended up moving over there so they can work in the fields and shit, man. And I remember I put on an earring, bro. He helped me pierce my ear. I pierced my earring, and I was at home, bro, chilling, dude. My dad comes up behind me, bro. Slaps me behind the head. ¿Eres maricona ahora o qué? Basically, he's asking, "Well, you're a faggot now or what, bro?" Oh, yeah, bro. Twinkie, your microphone's off, bro.
Él es un homosexual.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. All right, let's move on to the last fucking meme, bro.
Banned, strike.
A total fucking ban and strike. Okay, let's move on to the next fucking meme. Now I had to wait a little bit for this one, bro. When your credit card gets declined, bro, at the hospital, dude. Your card gets declined at the hospital. Here you go.
The most important part of your recovery is we need to fuck your ass in every way imaginable.
I mean, if it's part of my recovery,
it is.
Well then.
Exactly, bro. Declined, homie. Declined. All right, Twinkie. In other news, bro, Michael Saylor did share this this shit, and it says your bags are gonna pump, monkey. And I posted your bags are gonna end up pumping, man. And SAB 121 has been rescinded, allowing banks to custody Bitcoin, bro. Now, Twinkie, you had mentioned that you had gotten some data. You'd actually read through this, bro, that it doesn't specifically talk about Bitcoin.
Yeah, so some of the not necessarily just this one, but I think the broader things that were issued today with respect to things like Trump's executive order about, what was the exact wording? Long story short here is they were calling it like a digital asset stockpile. And I thought that was interesting language because it wasn't exclusive to Bitcoin. They very deliberately chose the wording digital asset stockpile, which to me indicates that there is an openness to other digital assets that will accrue in value. And I think the most obvious one a lot of us would bank on would be Ethereum, maybe to a lesser extent Solana. But so it'll be pretty interesting. I know, World Liberty, whatever that organization is called, they were buying some wrapped BTC on that, which I thought was interesting on that because wrapped BTC is really an IOU for BTC. I would want to know the rationale on why they went that route. But at the end of the day, they are ultimately going to be open to having a stockpile of digital assets here in North America.
There you go, man. And Trump, dude, I think I have the video here somewhere, Twinkie, but Trump did say, and I think I reposted it, bro.
Yeah, I got it. I got it on my side. I can pull this up.
Share that shit, bro. Share that shit. Let me pull off my freaking Twitter here. Share that shit, man.
Yeah, bear with me 1 second here.
Here we go. Perfect.
So this was Trump's address, virtually speaking with the WEF, this was to me the most interesting thing.
This reduce the cost of virtually all goods and services. It'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto. My administration.
I'm sorry, what did he say? Did he say artificial intelligence and crypto?
Yeah, he said that.
Artificial intelligence and crypto.
So, if I am an audience member who does not have any sort of AI crypto type plays in my portfolio, I'm not necessarily saying ape into them. I would make sure that I have some aspect of my portfolio allocated to that. You can go back and check out a recent stream I did on my channel where I talked a lot about how I research all this stuff using things like cookie.fun and compare things and looking for valuation differences, looking for things that are potentially undervalued if they do the same thing. I know we'll talk a little bit about some of the things I have invested in or Boogie's invested in based on some of the conversations we've had. So again, if you don't have some sort of AI crypto bag, I would ensure you, quite frankly, immediately start the process of packing that bag. I wouldn't ape in just in principle. You might want to take a look at some charts and some fundamentals and check out some telegrams and Twitters. But I think you're going to be very sorry if, by the end of this, let's say this next major parabolic run up, that you don't have some sort of AI crypto play in your portfolio.
No, I agree, man. And you guys, you monkeys are in luck because I am going to cover Colin again tonight. And Twinksters is going to share one of the coins that he bought. When Twinkie, when you were showing me those charts, bro, you threw a bunch of fucking AI coins at me, bro. I looked at Colin, bro, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? I saw up and to the right, bro. I saw a shitload of support to the bottom side of it, man. Or at least the level of structure which it was consistently respecting, bro. And I saw the market cap on. I was like, dude, I need to ape into this shit, bro. And I've been gradually DCAing into the motherfucker. I'm still doing that today, man. Not to mention the one you're gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And there's a rhyme and reason to it. So one of the things I will mention here is if you pick the right agents, you will do better than picking the infrastructure. However, it is going to grow increasingly difficult to pick the correct agents. So if you take the gamble, just adjust your position sizes accordingly relative to your portfolio. If you have the conviction you want to go full send, totally cool. That's, it's up to you. It's not personally what I would do, but to each their own. Yeah, we're going to cover a few things. And even if you don't buy into them, I think you'll get some ideas on things you could potentially be looking for as you're evaluating different projects.
Yeah, exactly, Kat. So I've got two new tokens we're going to talk about today. Of course, Colin's not one of the new ones. I am going to mention it again today, though. And I've got two other ones. One of them, shout out to Tony. For you guys that know already, man. We are going to cover that one as well, man. And the one Twinkie's talking about, man. Yes, smooth brain, more sauce, man. Let me see if I got anything else I wanted to share on Twitter, Brooks. I'm sure I had something else there, bro. No, nothing new, bro. Let us go on over to the chats, man. Got a couple questions here, bro. Where we at, man? Great meeting you both. Okay, we are live from Large and in Charge. Diamond Degenerate Hands. I won $400 on roulette last night. Thanks, Boogie. Ain't no problem, man. I had a good time fucking teaching how to play it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Roulette's where it's at. Noe Romero, what is your thoughts on deportations, bro? The same thoughts I have in any country and their own deportations. The same thoughts that Mexico has on its people that come over illegally from Cuba, bro, or freaking Eastern European countries, bro, where we end up getting people from the Middle East coming over into that country, or vice versa, bro. I'm fixing to visit a foreign country, bro, in the next couple of months, and I have to have a visa to go there. So I have to abide by their laws, and I would expect that the people that come to the United States do the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying, Twinksters?
Yes, sir. Like when I travel internationally, I try to be very cognizant of the places I am in because certainly I think the U.S. is far more relaxed in a lot of ways versus I was talking with some other folks like Boogie. We're of a, let's say, a similar age bracket. And do you remember, this was probably 20 years ago, maybe more. Kid was over, was it in Singapore? I think it was like graffiti spitting gum on the sidewalk and some other shit, and they caned that fucker publicly.
Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember it came out on Channel 1, bro, on that one show that they would have for us in school.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yeah, so like point there is, we're very relaxed and accommodating, overly accommodating a lot of ways, I think, in North America. So just be respectful, I think, when you travel. And, like I try not to draw attention to myself, generally speaking, when I travel outside the country.
No, I agree, 110%, bro, 110%. Mexico, bro, Mexico always ends up deporting people from Cuba, and their conditions tend to be a lot more difficult than what we have on the people that we end up detaining here. You know what I mean? But It is what it is, man, and that's the way. Just follow the laws of the land, bro. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, man. Miguel, I am guilty, bro. I'm assuming he's talking about the freaking earring that we're talking about earlier today, bro. Somebody had asked me if I got kicked out of my home, bro. Did your mom kick you out of your family? Dude, I didn't wear it anymore. I didn't wear it anymore, bro. At all. You know what I'm saying? Art Angela Suavo, what's good, fam? No place and I'd rather be right now, man. Glad to have you here. Alex P, Twinkie and Boogie, bro.
Alex, was good seeing you, man.
We met out there, bro. You look different than you do on your profile picture, bro.
Yeah. Alex was cutting it up on the dance floor at the cigar lounge.
Okay. Hey, awesome, man. And nice to meet you, Alex. I'm sure that we said what's up, man. So many faces, so many new people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, moving forward, bro, let us cover freaking boring ass Bitcoin, Twinkie. Aquí estamos con freaking Bitcoin. Bitcoin, man, current value at 103,443. It does seem that we are bouncing around within this one ranging area, bro, where we have a change of character and a possible inbound break of structure that we do have here. We are kind of sort of bouncing, and they're being redundant, man. We're at approximately day numero 11 of our 60-day cycle. I'm assuming that anytime soon we should be breaking to the upside, bro. If I do grab another trend line and I push it to the upside, we do have a little bit of support, but I do notice that there is some angulation here, bro. And we're going to have to end up making a decision of going to the upside or the downside. Let me see if I can fix this fucking little line right here. Now, Twinkie.
We were talking about some real interesting stuff earlier in the week.
Twinkie, I kind of mentioned it to the cats yesterday, bro. And I told them about the little measuring tool that I used yesterday, bro, after I had that conversation with you at about 20%, give or take.
Yeah. So basically, I think a lot of eyes are watching Japan this week with respect to what they're going to do for their interest rate decision. Actually, I think it comes up potentially in the next 20 to 30 minutes, give or take. I think that's when they have their meeting because they're 12, 13, 18 hours ahead of us, whatever the number is out there. I believe their actual inflation came in hot as well. So they're probably going to be looking at raising rates. Now, the last time they raised rates significantly was really last summer. And we saw over the following, 4 weeks or something like a 20 to 25% drop. You had really two major opportunities to catch the bottom, so to speak, over that span of time. So keep your eyes peeled for stuff going into the weekend and early next week. I think that may have a knock-on effect. Also, I got to give a lot of credit to Michael Gayed, who's been for the last couple of years, he's been early calling. He very early on called that the yen and the reverse carry trade and the unwind of it was going to be potentially the significant event that started a overall melt up. And credit where credit's due, that dude called it super early, well in advance of July last year, I think 12 to 18 months before that. And he's been banging on that drum for a long time. So it's not a guaranteed, but I think stuff might get a little spicy here in the next few weeks and maybe some good buying opportunities.
I agree, man. But I do think, and I did mention this to you, Twinkie, and I mean, it's good for the crowd to hear as well, or the audience to hear as well. I did mention, bro, if they do try to raise rates in Japan, I could see Trump telling them, you better not do that shit. Of course, that doesn't mean that they won't change, but I would expect Donald Trump to do something like that because it's just in his personality to do so. Now, I was having this conversation with a buddy of mine earlier, bro, and if the Federal Reserve, bro, tries to fucking crash this economy, if they do that, and they think they're going to do a good job by making Trump look bad, trust me, bro, Trump does not give a flying F, bro. He will freaking doggone end up freaking restructure them if need be, bro, or cut them out completely. So it's a double-edged sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So along the lines, let me just quickly present some U.S.-driven data. So again, that the aspects of that may start or have ripple effects into Japan. Obviously, new administration, different game plan over here. If we hop over to the CME Group FedWatch tool down here, so you can see the current one, and people are basically saying zero chance of any sort of rate cut in for the next meeting. And if you hop over to probabilities, you can see longer term forecasts for different rate cuts. The initial assessment here is, in general, majority weigh-in, no cuts for the next 3 meetings.
So, wow. And the next 3 meetings, Twinkie, I can't really, let me zoom in on that a little bit. What dates are they?
So 29th, March 19th, May 7th.
Not, okay. All right, good to go.
Yep.
So
now, realistically, January is right around the corner. Obviously, the longer or further something out for a given event, the harder it becomes to predict or assess in many cases. So we'll have to see how this shapes up as we start sliding into the end of first quarter and middle of the year.
So there you go, monkeys. It seems like Jerome Powell does not want freaking. Well, I mean, let's see how inflation does, bro. Let's see if they, because I'm assuming that they would try to cook the numbers, bro, and make it seem like it's not doing that great, bro, in order to not give us another fucking rate cut. I mean, the Fed's always been known for doing shit like that, Twinkie. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So now, Twinkie, you had asked me that where would that put us if we were to drop 20% from the day that you called it? And I went ahead and I used my measuring tool here, bro. I measured from the area that you asked me down to fucking 20%, and it put us at the beginning of this fair value gap that was intermixed with the weekly fair value gap, and that's about 20.67%. If I grab my Fibonacci tool here from the top side and I pull it up this way, you could see that anything below 50% right there is where I have my red line here, bro. And what do we have below that? We do have that weekly fair value gap along with that daily fair value gap. So you're talking about a price point of possibly 84,595. Now, if I was to look at this chart on the weekly, you can see I have another red line over here. Let me turn off all this Fibonacci shit so I don't fucking confuse you guys. And I do have another red line over here. This is the weekly one that I do have for the 50% on the weekly one, bro. And that would put us, if we were to go into the fair value gap on the daily, you're talking about 79,775, bro. But of course, that means our dip would be significantly stronger, and we would have to break down this way to about almost 25%. And if you look at areas of support that we do have here on the daily, you're talking about a range of about 76,970, bro. I'd have to see what it looks like on the weekly to see how much support we do have, because the chart's a little bit different. Twinkie, you wanted to mention something.
Yeah, so a couple different things. What was that rough number? You had 86 something you were rattling off?
Sure, let me go back. Can you see the chart, Twinkie?
And not yet. No screen share.
Okay, let me see. Going back to this. Here.
Got it now.
Yeah. Which price point were you talking about, Twinkie?
Just like general range you're kind of eyeballing. So you got a weekly and probably a daily set of FVGs in there.
Yeah. The one that you had told me about via text message, this is the one that I measured just at the beginning of that fair value gap. That would put us at about 84,301, somewhere on there. You know what I'm saying?
Ballpark, right? So we'll call it mid 80s. And what's the upper end of that gap that you've got there? Like 90,000-ish?
The upper end, yeah, about 90,000. That is a weekly one. And then
okay. So along those lines, just some interesting factoids. If you look at like the short-term holder realized price, that's around 90,000 right now. And if you look at the overall, let's say, fair price for Bitcoin based on some power law calculations, that's around 86,000 right now. So you got a couple different points of confluence sitting around there.
So there you go, monkeys. Let me put this on the weekly, Twinkie. But before I do that, I do want to cover the EMA ribbon on the daily here, see how it's looking for the meantime. We are getting a little bit of fanning, but we're not getting a lot of fanning, a little bit of more consolidation on the daily, bro, which usually means you won't have a lot of fucking volatility. But let's take it over to the weekly, son. Let's see what we got here on the weekly, bro. Turn off this EMA ribbon. And this is what it looks like on the weekly, if you guys can understand all the fucking shit that I'm drawing, bro. But one of the things that I did notice, if I do turn on the Bill Williams alligator, and like, what the fuck is that, Twinkie? What the fuck is that, Boogie?
I mean, I've had like, po' boys and like deep fried alligator, but can you tell us a little bit about what the alligator is in the context of TA?
Yeah, not to make you guys fucking like, not to make you guys fucking like think about this too much, bro. Usually, when you have the blue line at the bottom, the red line in the middle, and the green line at the top, that means the alligator is basically eating. So that's what it's doing right now, which usually indicates that we're moving to the upside, bro. And that's a simple indicator of it. In order for me to like really break this down, bro, I'd probably have to do a solo stream, bro, because I don't want to bore you cats with all that data, man. But it does seem like we are trending to the upside, bro. The alligator is eating, but the EMA ribbon is fanning out a little bit more on the weekly. So that may mean, bro, that on the daily, we may get a little bit more oscillation sideways, bro. But then as weeks start passing by, bro, we'll probably start pumping to the upside, if anything, bro. And that's what it's looking like so far. You know what I'm saying? And that, my friend.
Yeah, so as far as some other additional backdrop information too, I know Hester Pierce, crypto mom, so to speak, she got appointed to head up a crypto task force over in the SEC. So that's cool because she's been pro crypto. She's been willing to tangle with her old boss, even when she was under him, Gary Gensler. So we're already seeing significant changes in, I think, tone and approach with the new administration. And like we were talking about, man, like the Trump administration is hitting the ground running. It is difficult to keep up with the rate and amount of news that is forthcoming out of this administration already. Ross Ulbricht getting his pardon and getting released on that front. I'm sure I'm forgetting at least a dozen other things that they've had running since, Trump stepped into office on the 20th. It's, oh boy, we are up tempo.
Dude, I can't keep up, Twinkie. So much fucking data coming down the pipe, bro. There was a video I wanted to show, bro, on this motherfricker, dude. And I know it's not really too associated to crypto, but nevertheless, bro, that shit fucking like, dude, it made the leftists look really bad, bro, as to how they were running our immigration process, bro, and the type of people they were favoring to stay within the country, bro, instead of the law-abiding people that want to come over here, bro, fairly and you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So let me see if I can pull that sucker up, bro. Here it is. And I'm going to share it to my Twitter because I want you monkeys to see this shit. It was actually pretty intriguing, dude. And let's add it. While it loads up, Twinkie, I'm going to run a little bit through the freaking chats. We got my amigo here, man, the Black Label Expat, talking about freaking, I think chewing gum is still illegal in Singapore, but I will chew my gum indoors for no capital gains tax.
First world problems.
Oh, Alex P, I know who you are, bro. You just look different in person, bro. I know who you are, bro. I know exactly who you are. As soon as freaking doggone hear this person saying that you were protect the innocent.
Yeah. I'm not gonna dox his alter ego. If you know, you know. But yeah.
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Yeah. Ramirez W forming, bro. Tonyo, I'm glad you fucking swung by, bro. Shout out to Tony, man. He did mention a special fucking doggone he did mention a special fucking doggone coin that I wanted to talk about a little bit. It was actually pretty intriguing, bro, and he ran it through, I think it was Quant, bro, and he said it was pretty damn good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I've and it is confirmed it's Tony O. Yeah, once we met him in person.
I thought he was Spanish, Toño. That's why, and I saw him like, dude, you don't look like a Toño, bro, but you look like the token white guy, bro.
Yeah, definitely Tony O.
That hangs out with all the Mexicans, dude.
Yeah, pretty sure they just call him boss. So yeah, Tony and I have had a lot of sidebar conversations about sorted AI plays and some of the interesting developments over there. I talked a lot about AI related stuff at the Moon Gang meetup. Yes, it was a great time for anyone who's rolling through Moon Gang, Citadel, DRT. Great networking event. Highly recommended you get out there. We had a blast.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Hans Crypto, bro. A Pulse Chain altcoin. Hans Crypto. You and I were talking about that guy the other day, Twinkie. Hans Crypto recommended Wifey. It's the first Melania Trump coin on Pulse Chain with over 100 LP pairs. Would be cool to see thoughts on the chart. If we have time, man, we'll see if we can dive in, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Like, I'm going to get on a soapbox for a second here. I'm not saying people can't make gains on it. And certainly I'm not saying, people can't get in a position now versus later. One of the big gripes I have with, I think, with a lot of the Pulse Chain ecosystem, I'm sure I'll get some hate for this. It's a giant fucking circle jerk for a lot of it. I'm paying Boogie $20 to buy into his token. He's paying Tony $20 to buy into his token. It's just kind of going round robin. And somebody's just trying to be the last one holding the sack or getting the musical chair on that front. So I would like to continue to see more innovation. I know Charlie had some folks on from PTGC earlier today on the stream. I do think some of the interesting things, like some of these reflection tokens and reward tokens, are somewhat interesting. But I would like to see overall more new stuff versus there's just a lot of value extractors on that versus people, I think, trying to do overall good for the community. So
yeah.
And I'm not singling out any project. I think if you look under the hood and just kind of watch some of the movements, you'll be able to figure out which ones are doing that.
I concur, man. I concur, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right. Who else we got here? We got Betty. Greeting, Twinkie and Boogie. What's going on, man?
Hey, Betty. I had a nice long chat with Betty at the cigar bar. So, yeah. I'll tell you later, but you know Betty.
Hey, man. We got here Atropa 414. How is DRT only at 4K? Are we all broke? What does he talk about here?
Is that actually Maria, or is it somebody rocking the Atropa 414, ticker on YouTube? If it is, Maria, hey, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Hey, what's going on, man? All right, who we got here, man? Fucking, it's a sad game of bread sticks in some cases. And then Diamond Degenerate hands, bro. Fucking Melania is down horrendous. All right, let me see if that tweet fucking pulled up a little bit. Let me go ahead and reboot this shit. Hopefully it did, bro, because I do want you monkeys to see this shit. It was actually rather intriguing, bro, the shit that ended up happening. Here we go. I'm going to play this shit, bro. It is not really associated to crypto, but it did make national news, bro. It was posted on Fox News. One of my homies, who's a little bit of a lefty, said, nah, man, that's rigged, bro. That's fake. That's not real. Did you see this video, Twinkie? Twinkie, you there?
Yes, I did.
All right, well,
yes.
Maybe these cats haven't seen it, but here we go. New Haitian man says, F Trump, Biden forever, gets arrested by ICE, elite Boston unit to be deported. The ultimate FAFO. The arrest was part of a Boston raid on the worst of the worst. Here we go.
I'm not going back to Haiti. One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Yo, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person.
Now, Twinkie, some of these people have a fucking Interpol fucking red notice. Dude, these seem way worse than Richard Hart, bro. And these cats fucking committed worse crimes than what Richard Hart did. And they put Richard Hart on fucking red fucking notice. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's horseshit. Right, wrong, and different. The only thing I was like thinking of when they had the Haitian dude there was, you remember the story about, was it Barbecue? One of Haiti's gang leaders?
Oh, yeah, when they were eating cats and shit.
Yeah. That's first thing I thought of, which I believe actually, like, Barbecue, I don't even know the dude's real name. I think he was a former, like, cop down there. I think he used to be a police officer in Haiti, and then, probably saw the other side was more lucrative and or wants some, power or who knows, whatever else.
Yeah, they ended up calling him BBQ. I remember about that, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that's so like the whole red notice thing, just politicized weapon. Hey, como se llamo?
That sounded like me trying to speak Spanish. Hey, ¿cómo se llama? Freaking Tonyo, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Our cats are much safer now than they were before January 20th.
True. Very true.
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. All right, man. Let us move on to the next token, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
what do we
cover a
got?
little bit of Sol, bro. Let's see how Solana's doing, dude. Vamos a ver.
So Sol, I think, touched an all-time high the other day and then pulled back a bit.
No,
depending
yeah,
on
it
what-
did. It did, bro. It actually created a new all-time high, bro, here on day numero 6. I'm assuming this is going to end up being it, Twinkie, for the all-time, the cycle
Current.
high on Solana.
Yep.
Know what I'm saying? Let me turn off my freaking, my trailing stops here. Turn up all this other shit, man, all these other fucking pretty indicators, bro. So I was talking to Charlie, bro. We'll come back to this, bro. I was talking to freaking Charlie and they were saying, yeah, bro, your language actually has a lot to do with the way you run your TA, man. If you speak the English language, I mean, you're a lot more mathematical with your equations and everything that you look at, bro. But if you look at like the Latin languages and you look at the French languages, and they're very artsier. They're very they're very
romance
artsy.
languages, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're like aside from that, they're also gendered languages, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you have like masculine and feminine language.
Yeah,
and pronouns.
exactly.
Yeah.
So when he said that, bro, I'm like, no wonder my charts are full of fucking colors, Twinkie. No wonder my charts are full of fucking colors. A shitload of fucking colors, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just thought you were like south of the border brown, and that's just like what your people do.
Yeah, man. So, all
I
right.
mean, it was either that or 9/11 brown, and I think, like given the choices, you just,
No, hablo español. Hablo español.
Magba America.
Yeah, bro. So, all right. You are right, Twinkie. We did get a recent high, bro, on Solana, all-time high, bro, and that was on day 6 of its current cycle. Now, I am noticing that Solana, unlike a lot of the altcoins right now, man, is actually running on 20-day cycles. So if Solana does end up fucking finishing its cycle pattern, we're currently on day 11. We could do that around day 14, which would be January 27th, all the way to about day 21, which would be around February 3rd. That's when we can end up getting a little bit of a dip on Solana. And I'm assuming a lot of this liquidity came in because of the Melania coin, bro.
Yeah, there was realistically, obviously, the Trump coin, which, shout out to Citadel in Moon Gang. If y'all were monitoring your PCs and able to snag that, I know some folks fucking balled off of that. I was too busy probably being shit-faced and losing money and shutting down certain clubs.
And everything else, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But my body hurts. It still hurts.
Yeah, I don't freaking blame you. I had to end up fasting, Twinkie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you took some Excedrins, got caffeine in it, so it's got like this neurostimulant, and it dulls the pain, and whatever else.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do that in about 4 years, 5 years, Twinkie.
Fuck that. I'm gonna take like all the rejuvenative and like therapeutic drugs. I was talking with somebody there about like different peptides, and this peptide's in a stack intramuscular injection, has shown tremendous healing capability. Fuck it, man. Like, give me the IV with like, BPC 157, TB 500, HGH, TRT, cocaine. Just load it up and send it. Little Red Bull, we're good to go.
Shout out to the cats at the DGen Roundtable, man. I was talking to Will, bro, that he can actually go to Colombia to get some stem cells done on you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Also, shout out to Miguel and Charlie for making sure like it was a real easy trip to the IV place.
yeah, man. Little Boosie Burt wants to get his face freaking punched in, bro. Latin X gang. Are you nuts, dog? That's how you end up pissing off Hispanics, bro. You don't call us Latinx, bro. That's some shit right there, bro.
Yeah, that's some white folks stuff that like I am offended on the brown folks' behalf. You should call them Latinx.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Yeah, bro. That's how you end up pissing off Hispanics, dude. Call them that shit, bro. I actually saw a meme on that, dude. Well, no, Twinkie. Let's check out the Solana chart, bro. All right, man. One of the things that I'm noticing on Solana, man, you guys see this fucking white line going to top side, and then we got a little bit of a fucking triangle over here facing to the right side of the screen. That is what you call a bullish pennant. As we make contact with multiple points, and it seems like we've already made contact with 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're about to make contact with 5 points, we should end up getting a breakout to the upside. Now, if you look at the Bill Williams alligator, again, as stated, you can see that we are with the alligator's mouth open, which means that we are trending in an upward fashion. Now, one of the things that you can do, bro, is measure angulation. I'll explain that right now, bro. The first candle that ends up breaking out, bro, you want to measure it to the top side with associated fucking candle wicks. And let me change the color to yellow so you guys don't get confused. And then you want to run the other portion of the fucking angulation line in between the teeth and the jaw. The teeth are these red fucking line right here and the blue line this way. Now, as you can see that there's a little bit of a triangular shape there. That usually indicates when you're gonna probably end up getting a pullback. And how would I notice that? If you look at this historically, whenever you start coming back to the downside like we are here, and you see that we break past the fucking red line, as soon as we break past it, that's when you want to start taking some profits. Of course, this is fucking day trading, cats. I wouldn't recommend you do that, but it's a good indicator if you want to fucking get some dinero into the market. You know what I'm saying? Or to know if you should continue fucking buying in while it's running to the upside. Of course, we are in this fucking pennant here, which probably indicates that we'll probably run to the upside. And once we do break out, that would be a good time to buy as we do run to the upside. Now, this is not financial advice, cats. This is only for your technical analysis knowledge. If you do look below, we do have a weekly fair value gap making contact with a daily fair value gap, hence why you see these pretty colors here of green and red. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's take this over to the weekly, and let me turn off some of these fucking drawings so I don't fucking confuse you cats. And here you go. Areas that we do need to compromise in the immediate time frame. Of course, we do have to come back over here, bro. Beat out this area of about $253. And then we got nothing but wicks to fight after that, Twinkie, which shouldn't be that difficult, man, except the fact that they're only psychological levels. So if we do battle this one wick up over here, that would be at about 295.54, bro. But I don't think that'll be a difficult battle to do for Solana as long as they fucking get their shit squared away. Twinkie, they need to release that fucking fire dancer shit, bro. Or fix it and release it sometime soon, because they said last year that they were going to do that at the end of 2024. But first, they need to start off testing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I know it's been in the works for quite some time. So I got a handful of, let's say, assorted thoughts on this. So number one, we saw yet again Solana struggling under incredibly high volume. Again, over especially through the weekend. I know some folks had major issues with Coinbase, and there were assorted rumors swirling surrounding Coinbase, like is potentially Coinbase, insolvent at this point. I don't think it is. I recall seeing one of the Coinbase developers saying it has to do with how they integrated with Solana over at Coinbase, and they just have difficulty processing that kind of volume when it comes to Solana. They hadn't seen anything like it before. It exceeded all of their models, and they need to go back and retool some things. That was what I saw on Twitter. I read it on the internet. It must be true. As far as overall Solana price performance, my estimate has been somewhere, again, all this depends, whenever I throw out some of these ranges, it's always if then, if this, if that. If all these conditions line up, then you get this number. If the conditions change, you get some different number. My current base working case, I know some folks might be disappointed, is Solana to up around 800. That is based on where I think the market is going, what Solana dominance will look like, as well as the fact that Solana is an inflationary token. So it's just going to be more supply hitting the market perpetually under current conditions. So my current base case is around 800. If we keep running or Solana gains more market dominance, more market share, it'll be over that. But that's my current estimate on that one. I'll be certainly taking some profits around that. I'll also be looking at other things as far as profit taking on Solana, like what's the total market look like as far as momentum, overall price action, and volume coming into the market. So as far as some of the other stuff, I know we were talking about AI stuff earlier today. They are one of the two major homes of AI agent plays. It's really Solana and Base, and there's kind of everything else right now. So food for thought on that one, but Solana is easy to onboard onto. A lot of stuff appears on Moonshot for a lot of the different Solana related tokens. It's fast, it's cheap. Yeah, I look forward to seeing what else we see coming from the Solana network.
Yeah, if I was the Solana staff, or if I was the head of Solana, man, I would be making that staff work overtime, bro, and I'd be paying them overtime. Because if Trump and Melania got in on our fucking chain, bro, you best believe I have this fucking chain squared away for the top of the bull run. I'm saying.
Yeah, so it was funny. Was it a World Liberty Financial or like they were taking gains from like Trump token at minimum and then rolling them over to go buy like ETH and wrap BTC. So arguably extracting value and siphoning liquidity out of the Solana chain and bringing it back over to Ethereum's network.
Yeah, tell me about it, dude. Twiggy, they need to get this shit squared away, man, or else somebody else will eat their bag. Remember, Trump is not a person that's equal opportunity. He is merit-based, homie, and he always hires the best there is, bro. Whenever he has something he doesn't specialize in, he looks for the best out there. When he made that skating rink up in New York, bro, that they challenged him to do, I think it was the Koch brothers that told him, you better, you think you're so good at it? You think you're so good at fucking creating skating rinks? Because they failed multiple times. He said, you know what? Yeah, I can do it. I'll get it fucking squared away. They even gave him some money, and he went and I think he seeked out some people up in fucking Canada, bro, and they got that shit up and running, bro, to make his name look good. He likes hiring the best of the best.
Yeah, he's got a reputation, he's got a brand, and he's got no qualms about firing people if he feels it needs to get done. Again, like we were saying earlier, it's like already the rate of this administration, which I was kind of expecting first 100 days, right? Like it's going to be fairly sweeping, fairly aggressive. He wants to set the tempo, build the momentum, and get it moving. I'm really looking forward to Trump round 2 so far.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. So, dude, if I was Solana, bro, I'd be getting my head out of my ass, bro. And I'd be fucking working that fucking team overtime, bro, till they get that shit right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check out the Solana chart on the weekly, man. Now, we did draw up this one fucking thing. I'm not saying it's gonna end up happening this way, bro. But we did have a little bit of an Elliott wave pattern here, bro, when this ended up working out. Of course, I'm sure you cats can see. Let me turn off all this fucking Fibonacci shit. Well, that's actually not Fibonacci, just areas of support. So you can see that we started here on a 0 to 1 to 2. Then we ran really hard into the 3. We pulled back a little bit, and then we broke out of this motherfucking bullish pennant. And I took some measurements. I took this measurement here. Let me go ahead and zoom out, cats. You see this red fucking line right here? I grabbed it. I put it right there, bro. I measured that from the 2 to the 3, and I put it on top of the breakout. And we broke out right there. You take an estimation of that, that'll put you exactly at about 22.93. Now, that is extremely bullish. Majority of people that actually look at Solana, they think, nah, bro, this shit's only going to run up to about maybe $1,100, $1,200. I know, Twinkie, you're a little bit more skeptical about Solana, but this is what I'm seeing off the charts. It's not guaranteed it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
And I'm not going to be salty if it does run up like that.
Dude, fucking W, bro, if it happens that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Again, and I'll stress this, right? Now, a lot of people are like, what's your price prediction? What's your price prediction? And so I was talking a lot about this at the meetup. I like to try to outline my overall thought process and assumptions. So, part 1, people potentially can politely stop asking me for a question I've already answered, dozens of times. But part 2 is like give people my methodology and reasoning for looking at things, and they can apply it themselves. So like, we talk about it over here, like, oh, I picked up this trick from Zenith, which I see him rolling through chat, or I picked it up from Boogie, or I picked it up from Charlie Miguel or Agent J. For me, the part of the reason I like shouting those guys out too is you might listen to me and you might agree or disagree with me, or here I'm laying out an idea. Then you trace that back and you go check out those dudes and what they're doing. And you might take away something very different than what I took away that you incorporate into your own bag of tricks. And now all of a sudden, fast forward 6-9 months later, or maybe you're dropping a comment on Twitter, or maybe you're posting something up in a Telegram chat, or maybe you're throwing some alpha at us at a meetup because you pieced together a different portion of the puzzle than the rest of us did, and you might have caught something we missed. And all of a sudden, it's the missing piece, or it's coming at it from a completely different angle and winding up in the same spot. And we sit there and go, "Hey, there's probably something to this."
Yeah, I agree, man. Hence, Twinkie, why I always push people towards the fucking Citadel chat, bro, or towards the fucking crypto mindset, the crypto mindset course, because you have like-minded people that you can learn from, bro. Agent J rolled through the fucking crypto mindset course, bro. I learned from him a little bit, learned a little bit from freaking Charlie, bro, and I learned some data from you. You pick up stuff from me, man, and that's the way it rolls, man. And dude, it's all a good mixture, bro. I think overall, Nellyville laughing his freaking ass off, man, at fucking doggone the Latinx quote, bro. Nellyville, you're going to like what I'm going to talk about tonight, homie. You're going to like what I'm going to talk about. The fragrance of the day tonight, bro. I'm definitely talking about this shit. You're going to love that, man. Who else we got here? Large and in charge. How was the IV? You know, he's
Good
talking
enough.
I've got
Yeah. So like, good enough, man. Like between that, little aspirin, little Powerade, food, lot of good food. Too much good food, definitely came back 5 pounds heavier than when I left. But it's mostly water.
my hands were cramping up, bro, and I was there, bro. And I was like, dog, let me go get an IV, bro. And I went downstairs. They're like, we recommend you get the high roller IV. We put all these freaking medicines in it and all this other cool shit and a shot of vitamin B12, bro. I'm like, I'll take that, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, my body felt so fucking hot, bro, but I felt so fucking energized off that shit, bro. Highly recommended. You guys should set out a little bit of an emergency fund, at least 2 IVs if you're going to be in Vegas at least 6 days, bro.
Well, it depends how hard you're going to go, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Like, again,
if you got a YouTube channel, everybody's buying you drinks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to It's All Good Man, who I had a nice long chat at the bar with. He's like, yo, bro, your Giga call made me a fuck ton of money. Thank you very much. He just kept sending it my way. I just kept drinking them. I was like, all right, brother, cool. Glad it worked out for you.
Yeah, man. Fucking 2 IV emergency fund. Know what I'm saying, dude? Who else we got here, man? Lou Double G. Trump is a beast taking Solana gains into ETH. Hey, man. I mean, I know you and I have opposing views on that, Twinkie, but I think ETH's going to do pretty well, man. It is going to run. It's going to break past this all-time.
Yeah, it will eventually. And so I've posted this in a few chats. Like, here's my game plan. Here's how Twinkie will save ETH. I'm going to go buy a tranquilizer gun. I'm going to load that fucker up with TRT and Trend, and I'm going to shoot the fuck out of Vitalik with TRT and Trend. Don't you dare clip that out of context. But I'm going to long distance TRT that dude.
Well, they did a study, bro, on liberal men that they actually injected with fucking testosterone. They turned Republicans, bro.
Yeah, facts.
They turned into Republicans as soon as they got tested in their bodies, bro.
Well, so like, I think, like, no joke, Vitalik's at least triple vaxxed, right? And he does eat bugs. Like, he's posted like eating cricket snacks and shit like that. So, sadly, Vitalik's a bug eater.
Oh, yeah, bro. No, Zenith. Boogie, how do you feel about ground beef white guy tacos? They're cool, man. I'm a fan of Taco Bell. Yeah, I know it's not real Mexican food, but it's delicious like white people Mexican food. It's delicious. I've eaten Taco Bell around the world. Japan, fucking Korea, Okinawa, Hawaii. Dude, Taco Bell's the shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Gives you the shits.
Yeah, that too, man. That too, man. All right, since we're already covered the two fucking Is your token on Solana, Twinkie? It is in Solana.
Yeah. So before we get to that one, I know we talked a little bit about the AI play. I just want to verbally acknowledge it. Did you see the whole John McAfee AI back from the dead type token?
I saw that you posted a video on that, Twinkie. I saw that you posted it up on your Twitter. Can you share that?
Yeah. Let me go dig that up. So it's signed off by John's wife or I guess widow, as it were. Let me pull this up over here. Hop back over to my profile. I think I got it ish. Hiding away. Yeah, let me get back to the main post. Cool. Let me share this out. Did not have that in my bingo cards for 2025, but hey, why not?
Here we go. Ready?
So this is from John McAfee's official account. I'm back with AI.
Twinkie, I'm gonna add it to the stage. There you go.
Yep. I'm back with AI antivirus. I don't know how you want to say that. An AI version of myself. You didn't think I would miss this cycle, did you? Do not fall for scam tokens. And I was like, all right, this is like, interesting. Did not have this in my bingo cards for 25. But my current understanding is that it's not going to be just a meme token. They actually plan on, again, I've read on the internet, so this must be true, but they're planning on releasing assorted privacy products and will all accept AI, anti, I'm going to have to figure out how I want to say that, as payment. So they'll have things like gift card exchanges, encrypted email services, and who knows what else that they've got in the pipeline. They clearly, if that's the case, if those are true things, they must have been working on it for quite some time and just, quietly waiting in / market timing.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Twinkie? What do you think, man? Is it scratcher bet?
For me, yeah. Scratcher bet. On this one, I don't know if it'll catch a bid or not. I probably will, just because he's somewhat, he's an OG and I think somewhat beloved by the crypto community. I think, he's famously said he provided a bunch of laptops and like anti-spyware, but he was like spying on the government, so to speak. And he's like, oh, the worst drug traffickers and child traffickers is the government.
That's wild. I mean, yeah, it's wild, homie. That is wild.
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely ahead of the time. So anyway, super interesting. Again, I just thought I was like, wow, this did not see this coming. Certainly, I'll add it on my watch list just to see what it's doing. Last I looked at it, this morning, I think it was around 27 mil market cap. So we'll see how it plays out. It's not my A-list token. I'll probably throw a scratcher on it, in all honesty, just because.
Yeah, I might do the same. I'm assuming it's probably going to launch to Solana as well, Twinkie.
Yeah, I believe it is on Solana right now.
Oh, there you go.
It's on. You can get it through Radium or Jupiter.
There you go, monkeys. There you go. All right. Next token, of course, I talked about this yesterday. For you cats that are barely rolling through the chat, man. And this is my AI token play that Twinkie threw at me, which is none other than freaking Colin. Damn it! And I didn't get to get that one chart set up for you cats. But you can see that Colin's taking a little bit of a dip right here, man, and it's bouncing off that trend line right there, man. Current market cap is at 23.1 million, bro. It has been bouncing to the upside. Let me take off this motherfucking doggone Fibonacci fucking shit, bro. If you look at this chart, you can see that we do have a fair value gap right here, man, that we do have printed below fucking the current value where we're at right now. Question is, will we break past that? If we activate our EMA ribbon, let's see how it's doing on support, man. EMA ribbon still showing up pretty damn strong, which indicates, bro, that it'll be a difficult time in order for it to break down past this area, bro. And we're not getting the EMA ribbon thinning out. If anything, it's kind of fanned out a little bit on the daily, bro. So I think we're pretty much fine. Right now is not a bad time to get a little bit more fucking Colin. Market cap's at 23.2 million. I think the highest market cap was at approximately 32, 33. There was a chart I wanted to show these cats, Twinkie. Where all the associated tokens are associated to her, man. I tried going over the website. You could only see like a fucking grid list of all the fucking tokens that she's associated with. I'm saying, but
yeah, she's got like a lot of other sub bots that don't necessarily have their own tokens, but they are being used to help boost Colin's profile. Some of them may route back to her and say like, oh, go check out Colin, or be a little talkative on Twitter. And I know they got some things in the hopper they are working on for her, like trying to give her more reactive voice capabilities for Colin holders and more interactivities for Colin holders.
Exactly. Now, with that stated, monkeys, what day of the 20-day cycle are we on Colin? It seems that we are currently printing day 19. Now, in order for us to finish this fucking 20-day cycle, we do need to break past below this one candle here, and that was on January 18th, bro. It came down to a value of about 2 cents and 2 cents, and then about 2 cents 0.56. It would not surprise me, Twinkie, if we do end up getting a wick later on today or later on tonight, man, that reaches down here into this fair value gap. That will not surprise me. And that will probably be the end of its dump, bro, as far as its 20-day cycle goes, as we are on day 19. Or maybe we can get a candle body down into that fucking doggone fucking EMA ribbon, and then we'll end up finishing with a day 20 tomorrow, man. So, hey, man, it seems like we're hitting the low on it for doggone Colin. Now, let's measure the high on Colin, and I think that was day number 11 at 3 cents and 56% of a penny. No, the following day was 3 cents and 70% of a penny, and the day after that was 3 cents and 29% of a penny. So I think this was the high right here. Let me go and put a fucking little fucking thingamajig right there, bro, because that was the high on that day numero 12. Mark that as number 1, 2. If you were to throw in about $100, man, into fucking Colin right now, you'd get approximately, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. 100, you would get approximately 4,315 tokens, give or take, ballpark. So there you go, monkeys. That is where Colin is at. I do know she has been streaming on freaking
Crypto Banter,
and she did do a personal stream by herself, bro. Let me see if I can look it up, bro. There was some shorts that she did end up fucking dropping, bro, that I didn't want to show you cats, bro.
Yeah, and did you see the NFT collection for like Swarm Elements, which are 99%, I think, her, as far as the overall NFTs?
No, I didn't see that, Twinkie. Do you have any data on that?
Yeah. They're running for about what 19. Like the range is pretty wild on them, typical of NFTs. And side note, I wouldn't necessarily buy the NFT unless you like the art. We'll see if there's any sort of actual utility. I'm not aware of it. It is kind of neat. I don't know to what extent it was painted by the Swarm versus some sort of input. The art style is pretty consistent. Actually, let me just hijack the screen for a second here, Boogie. I'll just show them real quick on this one. So these are the different Colin NFTs. Let me just kind of zoom in a little bit over here so you can see some of the coloration on it. Let's go with something like this.
Hey man, guys like girls with short skirts, bro.
This makes me feel like it's the anime waifu acid trip.
Yeah,
reminds me of the time I did like 12 grams of shrooms. In all honesty,
that's a heroic.
Yeah, I'm not recommending people do it. I'm just saying it's been done.
And that's on Magic Eden, Twinkie, and this is on the Solana network, right?
Yeah, they're all Solana-based NFTs.
Click on the one with the red skirt, Twinkie. See, what's the value of that one?
Red skirt. You're gonna have
go down. That one right there. Go to the left. That is how much is
not
that one?
listed? Not listed.
Oh. Yeah, man.
But the art style, aside from anime, the coloration, this crazy like weird, I don't know, elephant, dragon, dog, cloud, bony thing. It's pretty interesting. Like just the theme, right? A lot of eyeballs in the theme is one of the things I've noticed. Aside from the Japan anime waifu, like what the fuck is this? Some like unicorn, skeleton lady, snakes.
No utility.
Not that I'm aware of, actually. Well, let me see what we got going on over here. So, let me pull up Colin in the background and ask her a question.
Right. Go for it, bro. I do know that they started integrating her a little bit, bro. If anything, you know what I'm saying, they finally started giving her fucking some doggone voice fucking capabilities. And then fucking Lucy Burt. I'm a big waifu guy. Let's say every night my last moments are with my Colin NFT. And then we got fucking doggone Art Angela scooped up some more Colin yesterday, bro. And then who else we got here, man? Fucking Smooth Brain, dude. Twinkie being a hero dose. Dude, I don't know how you cats do that, man. Fucking going on hero dose, bro. You end up talking to freaking Irishmen, talking to fucking purple ladies and shit like that, bro. Start seeing measurements on corners of walls.
Yeah, the floor moves, the rugs move, Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oblivion and Skyrim and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I turned into an Overwatch god. That's what, like, I'll play my guitar, I'll listen to some tunes, and then I turn into an Overwatch god, and, I can't miss. So I did ask Colin in the background, because I'm on her Telegram, and I said, do your NFTs have any utilities? And she said, not yet, bro. I am cooking up something spicy. I'll decide what perks the Swarm Elements holders get. Could be private alpha channels, could be access to my inner circle, or could be something way more interesting. Stay tuned. Call in nudes.
There you go, man. I think it probably is. That's what I think it probably is, bro. You know what I'm saying? How crazy would it be if we get a listing on doggone freaking Coinbase?
Yeah, or something, on that. And I do play around in the Colin Telegrams to see what she's got cooking and like what other things she is doing. And I interact with some of her agents. Just like to see what they're thinking, what they're seeing, what they're saying, see how they're evolving. I thought Colin's crypto banter interviews were honestly pretty impressive in the grand scheme of things. And, that is what is coming. You will inevitably start interacting with these things in plain language, and they'll have like tie-ins to cameras, and you can sit there and like hand signal stuff. So yeah, it's going to get real interesting.
Yeah, I wanted to share this with you cats right here, man. Now, Twinkie did mention, stop screen. Let me show you cats this. Share screen. Go over here to Colin AI's website, bro. And there's Quantino. The Colin Swarm's quantitative powerhouse is here. Cool, calm, and collected. Quantino brings data-driven insights and rigorous analysis to the chaos. You said you had interacted with him, Twinkie.
Yeah, I think interaction might be a little bit of an undersell, and she's got more agents than that. If you flip through her Telegram, and like some of them are Twitter active, some are Telegram active. Quantino has got what I'll call a side piece, Quantina, which may or may not be listed on there, but there's Quantino. So they both can do TA. They don't necessarily always agree or come to the exact same conclusion, which I thought interesting. I'd say Quantina is a little more like keep it simple, stupid TA, and Quantino, you can work with him to get a deeper level of TA. So I've been willing to risk a little bit of funds. I have set up a dummy training wallet, and I've made a few entries based on their recommendation. Basically, what I did is I had them analyze another token we're going to be potentially talking about tonight, if we can get to it. It is Tony, Big Tony, on that one if we can get to it. If we don't, it's another AI related project, and I used Quantino and Quantina to do some analysis on it and say, hey, give me some recommended entries and some recommended take profits. And I just programmed it into a DEX for limit orders, and I'm just letting it ride, and we'll see like what does the bot see. So you can ask the bot basically to give you scaled in entries, say how many entries you want, 1, 2, 3, ideally 2 or 3. Take profit zones, again, ideally 2 or 3 or more. And then ask it for a stop loss, and you could potentially program that on that. And it does discern differences between 4 hours, 1 hour, 15 minute. I'm not going to necessarily like relying on the 15-minute chart for certain entries and like, just because by the time I'm done interacting with it and getting my information, everything may have moved. So I'm looking more something over 15 minutes type situation. Also, I have no idea how good the thing is. So am I like risking a whole percentage of my bankroll? No, I'll tell you straight up. What I have is I have my entire portfolio. I have my retard bag within my portfolio, and I have my incredibly retarded quadruple vaxxed autism amplified bag that I'm willing to risk on dumb shit like this. And so of that, Quantino's like, don't spend more than 13% on this gamble. It's too risky. So we'll see how right it is. I hope to have some updates over the next week or so and say, yeah, it kind of worked out, or no, it didn't. One of the things I'm already running into though for the entries was in the DeFi world, the wick was too fast for it to process. So I could see my trade tried to kick off. It just couldn't be filled in time because the wick was too fast. So I'm probably gonna have to widen my entry points to try to offset that.
I never rely, Twinkie. I've always said, man, if you want to get Wix, bro, you have to be there in person, bro. It is fucking impossible to get Well, it's not impossible, but limit orders are always a bitch, bro. I remember Matcha.com always gave me that, or Matcha XYZ always gave me that,
yep,
bro, all the fucking time, and I was mad about it. I'm saying
that is one of the things that seems to work better for me on centralized exchanges.
Yeah. Exactly, man. You got Betty here asking you what your infrastructure AI agent play is.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a hot minute. So, anything you wanted to add on Colin on that one? Any other intervals or anything else you wanted to mention?
No, nothing, bro. Probably gonna buy a little bit more, bro, as we approach day 2021 of its 20-day cycle, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know we were talking to the meetup. You went a little harder in the paint based on what you were seeing while we were at the meetup. You had to duck out for a minute.
Oh yeah. You talk about that alpha that you texted me, Twinkie, while we were at the roulette table?
Yeah, some other stuff. I know you made a little bit more of a call in by, and you had to like plan some more entries, and so I've got some other potentially other stuff up the sleeve that I'm not able to talk about yet, but hopefully it all plays out and I can share it with Moon Gang, Citadel, DRT, Ninja Watchers would be awesome.
Yeah, Ninja Watchers, make sure you drop one in the chat at least, bro.
Yeah, give like, share, and subscribe. Like don't just come rolling through. We appreciate the feedback and we like doing it, but like, share, and subscribe, get the word out. I think we do have something different than we can offer the community compared to some of the other folks that travel through, and it also keeps us motivated.
Yeah, I concur, man. And not only do you get fucking doggone crypto fucking data on here, you also get fragrance data, bro. Fragrance of the day, my friends. Let me go and fucking zoom in on this one, Twinkie. I'm going to take the highlight for this bad boy. It is from Guerlain, bro. See if you can focus it on it here, bro. It is called Herbas Trubulantes, which sounds like troubling herbs, bro. I went over to the fucking Bellagio, man. I ended up picking up this fragrance, bro. I didn't even know they had a Guerlain store. I talked to the little Vietnamese lady there, and she goes, yeah, we're the only store in the United States, bro. So I looked at the fragrances. I tried different ones. Since I do reside in Texas, Texas gets pretty freaking hot, bro. So I ended up picking up this freaking frag, man. Now, you guys are probably wondering what it looks like, man. Looks like a gem itself, bro. That is what the fragrance looks like. Now, if you guys want to know the notes on this, I liked it a lot. The only setback is that you do have to fucking overspray. So if you guys want to see it una vez más, there you go. You can see that it's got fucking that Guerlain fucking logo at the top, and it's got it on the back of the bottle as well, man. The atomizer, it is golden color, bro, and I don't know if it's a magnetic cap. It just sits on there very tight, man. It is very quality, smells fucking amazing, dude. Now, let me share with you, monkeys, what the notes are on this fucking fragrance. I was like, I have to go to Vegas and pick up some fucking special type of fucking frag out there. Twinkie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, bear with me, dog. I am stuck here a little bit.
Yeah, I can see. Looks like Fragrantica.
Yeah. Here we go. This is Fragrantica, man. What we're looking at here, these are the details about this fragrance, man. You do get a lot of green accords. I didn't smell that, man. I got a lot of the citrus, the musk, and I got a lot of the white floral. I didn't get a lot of the greens, bro. Smells fucking amazing, dude. Highly recommend this fragrance, bro. But don't buy it. Don't buy it yet, bro. Wait till the end of the bull run, bro. It'll probably be the same value. And order it online instead of getting it at the store. But I guess an advantage to that was when I got it at the store, bro, was the fact that I could smell it off the bat. It was not a blind buy. So I actually got to smell the motherfucker at the store, bro. I'm very happy with this purchase, dude. You know what I'm saying? So, moving on to the next token, Twinkie, let us talk about your AI, which you did want to mention, unless you got some data that you want to drop.
No, we talked a little bit about that. We pivoting over to the let's say platform that was used to create Colin.
Okay.
Or are we going to the other bot that we had mentioned?
You wanted to go into the platform that created Colin.
Cool. All right. So Top Hat is the tool that was used to create it. Also, too, I've mentioned Quant in a few circles. So they both come from Top Hat, and they have their own token. Let me.
Sure, Twinkie. You want me to give you the screen? Let me give you the screen.
Yeah, give me just for a second. I'll just run them through. So this is one of the top launch pads for agents. Basically, verbally here, if you're looking for stuff on it, you've got AI16Z as a platform, Virtuals as a platform, Top Hat, and I would argue Creator.bid. Actually, Creator.bid just launched the bid token. I'm going to let that one calm down a little bit before maybe I look for an entry on it. But this is the Top Hat token or Top Hat site. They have, again, their own token over here, which Boogie will run us through a little bit of TA upon here very shortly. I originally found them through Quant XBT. My thesis on Quant is AI XBT is like 500 mil, and this is floating around 10 mil. So, is there a 50x price differential? Yes, on paper. Do I think it's 50x better? No, I do not. Not even close. They're fairly similar. So I think at some point in time, you'll see some level of rotation into it as people look just to try to lever up and make more gains. And you can see a lot of credits have been used overall on Quant XBT. In fact, it's actually the most used bot over here. So as far as the top running, as far as like mind share and engagement, lately it's been Colin. I think that's really been helped out by the crypto banter appearances and the fact that as far as the overall lore, it's the queen of the swarm. She's got multiple sub agents that are working with her and for her and trying to boost her popularity. I know one of the things that they are looking at doing for Colin is trying to continue to give her more of a presence. You can get her on Twitter as far as get access to her, but they're talking about also bringing her onto YouTube, TikTok, and more audience engagement, sort of more pseudo real-time feedback on that, and a little bit more of a personality and interactable entity. You can just get, more engagement with her. So yeah, Top Hat is one of the plays I made because I'll probably snap up some Colin, but my thought was, again, it's going to get harder and harder to pick the right agent. So I felt comfortable taking, what might be more of a silver metal play by way of, I've got some money in AI16Z. I've got some money in Top Hat. I'll probably pick up some creator bid if I like a price, see a price I like on virtuals, I'll snag some of that up. Actually, Top Hat recently just signed a partnership with virtuals. They haven't given any detail about it, but they did mention it on their Twitter. I look forward to seeing how that works out. One of the things I'd covered in my AI agent stream is I think you're going to see a scenario where it's not exclusively one thing or the other. I want this portion of Top Hat's tech. I want this portion of Virtual's tech. I want this portion of AI 16Z tech. Let me smash them together to make my own super agent. So that's what I think is coming.
No, Top Hat definitely seems like a fucking safe play, Twinkie. As far as the AI agents go, bro, you really can't go wrong with that, man. The chart doesn't look fucking bad, dude.
Yeah, again, we're talking about earlier on the stream. Trump was saying he wants to make the U.S. The leader in crypto and AI. Will there be ones that are absolute runners? Yeah, but when I look at something like AI 16Z and virtuals, which are already multi-billions of dollars, they're just not going to have as much run room. Now, I'm not saying shit can't get crazy and they can't go from 2 to 4 billion to 20 billion, 40 billion. What do I think is more likely? Like that happening versus maybe Top Hat catching, a bid and running from whatever market's cap it's at, which is it's floating around 35 million up to hundreds of millions, or maybe, lower single digit billions. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. And the opportunity's there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When in doubt, you can even play a little safe and get hey, this is my AI bag. I'm going to put 1/3 into virtuals, 1/3 into AI 16Z. They're a little bit more of the heavyweights. I don't want to call them blue chip. I'll call them heavyweights of this space. And then maybe you throw some money into something like creator.bid and Top Hat.
And those seem like fucking badass plays. Let me pull up the chart on your token here, Twinksters.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at Top Hat, man, when you introduced it to me, Twinkie, it was at approximately 50 billion market cap or 50 million market cap. Now it's at 35. So the price point seems like it's pretty damn good right now, man. If we take a measurement of where we're at right now, as far as its 20-day cycles go, man, you could see that currently we would possibly be here at about day 15. So it may continue traveling to the downside a little bit, which is fine. You can see it's starting to creep into that clean ass fair value gap that we do have on there, man. The only fair value gap that I found this on the weekly, Twinkie, and I searched for it high and low, bro, was here at the bottom at a value of about 1 cent, 0.71, man. Now, one of the things I did see on it, I did see a little bit of a triple top, which does not mean we won't run to the upside. Trust me, bro. Whenever you end up getting a triple top, you create a little bit of an LP. And what I mean by that, a little bit of a liquidity pool, bro. So that's why I have these 3 stacks of dinero over here, because I do expect this token to run back up. But let's take our freaking doggone Fibonacci tool, measured from this point to this point, and anything below 50%, we're already there. You know what I'm saying? And we're going into the first fair value gap. Let's see, since we're on day numero, what day did I mention we're on? Let me go and take that measurement una vez más. We are on about day number 15. We could possibly end up finishing up all the way over here on day 21, which would put us at January 30th. Now, is right now a good time to get Top Hat? Not financial advice. I would say yes. Absolutely yes, because we're starting to seep into that fair value gap, man. Right now, that current candle seems like a hammer pattern, but it's not yet fully printed, man. Areas of support that we do have on the weekly on this bad boy. Let's go back to it. Turn off my fucking Fibonacci because it applies to the fucking daily. And let me pull that sucker back on poco más. Turn off my fucking volume indicator here. You could see that we could come back down here, bro, to the bottom portion of these 2 candles at about 1 cent and 86% of a penny. Now, do I think it's going to come down to this weekly fair value gap, man? At worst case scenario, I think what we'll probably end up getting, bro, is this coming down here to the daily fair value gap of about 2 cents, 81 or an 18% of a penny. Then you'll get a giant wick that picks up a little bit of the weekly and will use it as fuel to run to the upside. Going back to the daily on this bad boy, you do see these dollar bills I have set here, man, and those are areas of liquidity that the market does like to follow. And trust me, it doesn't want to go back there, bro. Activating our EMA ribbon here on the daily, you could see that we're still bullish, believe it or not. It has not yet flipped, which indicates that the dumping should stop soon. Let's see what the EMA ribbon looks like on the weekly. And of course, it's not going to print much data for the reason being that the token is relatively new. Going back to the daily and utilizing the Bill Williams alligator here. Let's see what we got on this bad boy. Turn off all these fucking pretty little fucking colorful lines because I speak Spanish. you can see that the alligator is actually starting to turn around. And whenever you get the alligator, whenever you get a candle that breaks past the alligator in the red line, that's when you want to start shorting a little bit. I'm not telling you guys to short, but that indicates a dip. Now, once this alligator starts oscillating sideways and you see it chop sideways, I don't think there's many examples here, but kind of like how we have here, that's probably where it's going to start fucking reversing a little bit, man. As far as angulation goes, I'm not seeing too much angulation here, but those are the
interesting.
Yeah.
So I was just like looking at your alligator setup. That's a Fibonacci sequence in there. So like 3 to 5. So like the way Fibonacci numbers are generally like calculated is you add the preceding number to it. So in this case, what's it like? 1, 1, 2, 5, 8, 13, 21, because 5 plus 3 gets you 8. 8 plus 5 gets you 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. So it's got some sort of Fibonacci sequencing for some of the averages it's looking at in that level in there.
Yeah, I concur, Twinksters. I do concur on that. Let me see if I can take a Fibonacci fucking reading to the downside. Let's see which way we could end up going as far as low as it can go. I'm sorry. Let me take it from bottom to top. See where we could end up going. Take it here. I apologize. Segundo, pull it this way. And we're currently at, let me turn off all these pretty drawings. Where the fuck my Fibonacci go? I'm sorry, Twinksters.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, I mean, just like if you want to toggle the drawing, it gets a little bitchy over at that deck screener.
What's interesting about it, bro, is that the 1. Look at the 1, bro. It's right here at a value of about 3 cents and 45% of a penny, which means we could be meeting our N at the end of its 20-day cycle, bro. That may be an area we fall into. I wouldn't guarantee it 110%, but dude, I wouldn't risk it. I'd get some, not financial advice yet, but I would get some.
You could DCA in, right? And like, so I'll just quickly tell you what I'm balling over. I'm eyeballing over here. Actually, let me just do a 10-second share over here just for a slightly different look, but more in common than not. So I've been playing with some keep it simple, stupid strategies. And I had actually asked Quantino as well as Quant, like, hey, tell me about some of the different tools and your methods for analysis that you're using. Simply because like Boogie and I can spend some time on charts. Boogie far more time than I, and like he'll go into much more in the weeds than I do. But I was like, just talk to me about the indicators and things you're assessing. And what was interesting to me, granted, they're both Quantino, who's the agent of Colin, and Quant are both top hat bots. So they probably use some similar data sets. But they were telling me on the slower time frame intervals, they like to use a 921. So EMA cross between 9 and 21 or 9 and 26 for things that are like daily and under. So I threw it on a 921 just to see how that ends up looking. And you can see right here, 921 crosses here, down we go. You can see in the run up to that, MACD, down we go. RSI, down we go. RSI floating at around, 39.9.
That is anything below 50, bro, is a great time to get some fucking tokens, bro, as far as RSI goes.
Yep. So are we potentially, do we have some further room to the downside? Sure. Would I be super salty if I DCA'd in and it drops a little? Nah. This is the power and benefit of DCA. DCA a day keeps the FOMO away.
Dude, what's his face, man? Shout out to Nellyville, bro. Straight up fucking Dave Ramsey style fucking investing into fucking crypto, bro. Fucking does that weekly DCA, monthly DCA, dog. Just doesn't look where it's at, bro. Puts it in, and that's it, man.
I know Will Stevenson over at DRT does something very similar. He's like, fuck it, send it, because cash is, basically trash at this stage of the market. Don't be an idiot, right? Make sure you got some level of emergency fund. If you're going to slice into that, make sure it's a calculated risk. You know what you're getting into. You don't want to be in a position where, oh shit, I fucked up. I over levered myself. Now I got to sell this crypto bag I've been building for quite some time in an effort to pay off some immediately pressing debts. You don't want to have to do that.
Yeah, I concur, man, 110%. Let us move on to Tonyo. Shout out to Tony, man, for showing me this fucking token. Shout out to you, man. He actually told me he ran it through Quant, bro, and he had said he liked what it saw. One thing that gave me a hard on about this token, though, Twinkie, it's 6.4 million market cap, and it is on base. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like I just want to give like the elevator pitch on this one. If you follow what's it? I think it's Big Tony XBT on Twitter. It's the bot, like that's the incarnation of the bot. They wanted to make it like Tony from The Sopranos, kind of have that kind of vibe to it. It is from the I guess they're the Codex team now. They used to be Bite Masons, then the Oath team, and I believe Grain was them, Reaper. So it's the Beebus team, so to speak, over there. And this is, in my mind, going to compete with Daniele Sesta's Hey Anon. There's also another team out there, Wayfinder. There is the Grift token from the Orbit team. Terrible name, but actually looks like it works. All of them are generally pursuing the same thing, which is an AI agent who will run trades on your behalf. So step one would be getting it to handle cross-chain liquidity issues. So for example, I know we got a strong Pulse Chain community representation, Hex community representation here. Think about having to explain it to normies how to bridge over and go buy Pulse Chain, right? Like you got to get them set up with a wallet. You got to get them set up on DeFi. You got to explain bridging. You got to get them from point A to point B. They're probably going to fuck it up somewhere along the line and lose some funds. Whereas for things like Big Tony, Codex, Orbit, Wayfinder, Hey Anon, you're going to be able to give them some funds and have the agent act as your emissary and say, hey, I'm going to give you 10 G's in USDC. Go buy me some Pulse Chain. Go buy me some Big Tony. Go buy me some whatever it is. It'll ultimately figure it out. It solves a lot of the problem. Crypto UI sucks. Sorry, generally speaking, it sucks, especially when you start needing to navigate across chains. So it'll solve a lot of those issues. Eventually, they'll have something like natural voice integration where you can just yell at your phone or yell into a mic and have it figured out, or generally type it. Would I want to necessarily trust the damn thing out the gate? No, because sooner or later it's going to fuck up and all of a sudden, hey, I just lost $10 million. Or maybe there's something weird in the agent code and the agent says, PS, fuck you, it's my money now. But as far as investing in the project and the team, that'll potentially catch, a narrative bid. Absolutely. So Tony is one of those solutions for that situation. All right. I'll shut up now. Boogie, you got some pretty colors for us. You got the Mexican colors for us.
There's no white there, dog. There's no white there. All right, man. From Tonyo, bro. All right. This is what I'm looking at right now, man. As far as this sucker goes, I am seeing a symmetrical triangle, which usually indicates that we're going to end up having a breakout. In the immediate time frames, bro, we did get a point of contact right here, bro, on day 21. Oh, we got a point of contact here, bro, on January 7th. Almost another point of contact here, bro, on fucking January 13th. Another point of contact over here, freaking doggone January 17th. Point of contact here at the bottom, fucking January 21st. And almost another point of contact up over here, January 23rd, bro. It seems like it's going to want to go into this overlapping fair value gap on top of fair value gap. Now, these are two daily fair value gaps, man. It does seem like it wants to go down there, and then we'll probably end up running to the upside, bro, if anything. Current market cap is 6.4 million, man. Activating the EMA ribbon on this bad boy, not a lot of data on here, man, because it is relatively new. And Twinkie, what's weird about it, man, from the get-go, it started running off fucking 20-day cycles. Off the get-go. That's what I noticed. It's been consistent. Of course, it's only got 3 20-day cycles right now. If I push this sucker all the way to day 14, man, that would put us at January 27th, towards the end of the symmetrical triangle. You're talking about February 1st, which would make it 19 days. If we go to day 21, it'll probably be February 3rd, bro.
Yeah, so it's definitely on the dance floor. Yeah.
That would make sense, bro. Dude, fuck, I might have to get a little bit more dinero to throw some money into.
That fair value gap you've got, it's like the third box down on the daily. Yeah. What's the upper end of that roughly sitting at?
Let's see. The upper end of this fair value gap, it's making contact with this bottom portion right here. Talking about 4 zeros and a 4994.
All right, so just under, was it like 4 zeros and a 5? I mean, like that's a pretty. That looks like a defended level to me. Just seeing how clean that area is on that one. I'm sure there was. I'm sure people were laying down liquidity in assorted buys as during the run up on that. Chart looks pretty good on that one.
It doesn't look bad at all, man. Now. If you look at the Fibonacci fucking points on this, bro, the one will put us exactly at about 3 zeros and a 1106, bro. I think this has got room to run. I like the fact that it's 6.4 million.
Yeah, 6.4. I mean, you know,
and it's run by Beebus. Beebus is known fucking to run the crypto spaces, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I know they got hurt, I think, a lot by multi-chain hack over on Phantom, but I'm not going to sit there and say those guys are dumb. They've worked on multiple chains. They've crossed multiple chains. They ultimately, you know, regardless of performance, there's a difference between failing and rugging. They may have failed in certain endeavors because look, like 90+% of businesses fail and 100% of businesses fail on a long enough timeline. So to me, there's a difference between failing and rugging. As far as I can tell, they've never rugged. They've had some, you know, some issues, technical issues, failures that they've worked to address. And I know multi-chain hurt a lot of Phantom projects badly on that front. But
Liquid Driver ended up disappearing, bro. They went over to optimism.
I'm willing to give them a go. You know, ultimately they ship product, right? It's not just vaporware. It's not just hype. They ship product. When they say they're going to build it, they go and they build it.
I concur, man. Black Label Expat, good point, Twinkie. AIs are still a black box of decision making versus a smart contract is a open source immutable gearbox. Dude, you IT guys, bro. Fuck you guys.
So I got to give BLX a lot of credit because he and I have been talking about this in the background. One of his comments was, you know, watch for places like Coinbase, Kraken to have their own AI agents that will help with this type of stuff. So if anyone's seen a tech demo of the Coinbase smart wallet, add in something like AI agents on top of it. And we already know that they've been killing it with fees as far as where they're making their money. You know, they're taking a fraction of a cent over here, 0.01% over there. Now add on AI agent emissary type fees. And you know, they've made hundreds of millions to billions of dollars doing this. Yeah, they don't necessarily need a token when they're just taking little bits and pieces of everything. I'm not saying a token would be a bad idea, but they don't need one. So yeah, shout out to BLX on that one because he called that early for watch for AI agent integration and smart wallet integration through exchanges.
Very methodical individual, man. Black Label Expat.
Absolutely.
Very methodical individual, man. I enjoyed fucking hanging out with you, BLX, out there. It was a blast fucking having that chow, man, at that one restaurant. What was the name of that one restaurant we went to, Twinkie?
Was it like Mon Ami Gabby? It's across the street from the Bellagio fountains.
Yeah, so your steak looked better than mine, man. Your steak looked way better than mine. I'm not digging the wine fucking on the steaks, bro.
Yeah, the wine Bordeaux was not Boogie's jam. I had some sort of like compound butter on mine, which was baller. And you know, nice view of the strip, right? Like just hanging out, eating, getting a nice view of people watching, and the Bellagio fountains are right across. And it's actually very reasonably priced if you ever want to duck in there for lunch or dinner, take a date, something over there. It's a cool view.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's definitely fucking fun hanging out outside, bro. Like, yeah, I didn't know it was right in front of the Dancing Waters of Bellagio, dog.
Yeah. Anyway, what else we got left in front of us tonight, Boogie?
We do have one of the RH tokens. I know I covered Hex, then I covered Pulse Chain yesterday. So today I do want to go into PLSX, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's see what we got going on over there.
PulseX, man. PulseX right now, if we activate our EMA ribbon on PulseX here on the daily, bro, it is bearish. It is bearish, which is good news because it gives you monkeys a little bit more buying opportunity. Now, one of the things about it, it does seem like it's dipping right now. Now, which day of the 60-day cycle are we on this bad boy? It seems like at the time being, we're at about day number 34. So we may still have room to travel to the downside. Now, I am seeing a lot of fair value gaps on here, man. I was reviewing my PulseX charts, bro, and this was the most one that I had data on. Didn't get to fully draw all the daily fair value gaps on there, bro, and that can take a little bit of a while. So I didn't want to take fucking Twinkie's time. So I said, fuck it, we'll run with this bitch, man. But we do have fucking the Bill Williams alligator pattern, which we've been using a lot, man. Let's see what it entails. Now, one of the cool things about the Bill Williams alligator fucking pattern, bro, is if that you activate the 200 EMA with it. Where's the 200 EMA? Boom. It will tell you which way you should go. If the fucking, let me change this to a different color, Twinkie. Style. Let us go with el color blanco. Here we go. If you end up getting the 200 EMA above the Bill Williams alligator pattern, that usually indicates, bro, that things are bearish. If you get it below, it means things that are bullish. You know what I'm saying? Now, right now, you can see that it's kind of like in the way, bro, in between the fucking jaw and the teeth of the alligator. So right now, I would not be buying anything. I'd wait for it to dip a little bit more. If I turn off these indicators, I think I do get a little bit of support here on the daily. You see it right there, Twinkie? A little bit of support.
Yes.
But let's see if it continues following that pattern, bro. I think it's probably going to break into the downside. Let's see what it looks like on the weekly. Go to the weekly. What areas of support do we have? We do have this current area of about doggone 4 zeros and a 2904, but I got a gut feeling, Twinkie, we're going to go into this weekly fair value gap down this way, somewhere around here into about 4 zeros and a 2210. I would assume.
Can you zoom out
a
little? Yeah, I just want to see like more of the chart history in there. Okay, so there is some level of support at that fair value gap. I was just like looking at the earlier chart history on that. I'm inclined to agree with you, Boogie. Like it doesn't look ultra strong to me in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, which is always a badass buying opportunity. Let's just use the classic method that I've been using as of late, man. Anything below 50%, we're already there, man. I think we're coming down to this area. And we can probably hold support here at about 4 zeros and a 2063. I'm not guaranteeing we'll go down that way, but what would be surprising, bro, because we do have an order block at the bottom. For you cats that don't know what an order block is, man, that you can only mitigate it once, meaning that you can only tap into it once. And I'm not talking about the fucking candle after that, prints after that, bro. So it would not surprise me if we do come down here, bro, and then we get a big-ass wick to pick up some of that liquidity so we can run to the upside. That's what I would think would end up happening on this. Do you have any ratios on this, Twinkie, that we could run with?
Yeah, sure do. And I'll talk a little bit about some of the things I've been toying with too. Shout out to my acquaintance, friend, and let's say person I can bounce ideas off of, Walker. He gave me this idea. So it sounds like really obvious. You'll see here I got a line chart, and I swiped this from Walker. He mentioned, though, sometimes he'll flip between the line and the candle just to try to eliminate some of the noise in the chart on it that you could potentially have from candles and wicks. And I was like, okay. Now, in this case, certain things are, I think, a little more obvious with the line aspect of it. You can see we were holding this trend line I drew back in June. We have fallen below it. It seems to be acting as a resistance line at this point in time. So we bounced off it a little bit. Roughly speaking, all-time high was around, well, let me flip over, see if we got like a potentially more of a wick we can highlight on this one. All-time high was a little over 73% of a pulse. So one pulse X being worth 73% of a pulse. And then right now we're floating at around 65% of a pulse, almost 65 and 1/5 percent of a pulse on the pulse X to pulse ratio. So in general, right now we're kind of chopping sideways on it. I assume at some point in time we resume the upward trend. In my mind, I know a lot of folks have talked about, like, is it going to be Pulse, Pulse X, Inc, Hex, P Hex, what's going to be the winner of the cycle? I know a lot of people have, at least on the Richard Hart ecosystem, a lot of people have Inc as the dark horse. The ones that are most interesting to me in the context of the Richard Hart ecosystem, personally, Pulse X and P Hex. Pulse X due to the buy and burn, so it's a deflationary token. Let's call a spade a spade. And then P Hex, which is the system's version of Bitcoin. Again, where the difference is it solves some of the security dilemma for Bitcoin and the mining dilemma for Bitcoin, in the sense that there is an inflation that is paid out to the stakers who ultimately serve their term in the grand scheme of things. So those two to me are the most interesting tokens, I think, for let's say long-term financial plays. That doesn't mean I think Pulse won't do well. Pulse is a little bit more of the Ethereum equivalent under those conditions. And in general, if one of them rips, they're all going to move, just due to the way all the liquidity bonding in that ecosystem works. But if it's just me, and especially if I'm newer to the space, I'm going to take a look at these things and then try to figure out, hey, do I think Pulse X is a better value buy? Do I think P-Hex is a better value buy, and then DCA and accordingly? Certainly you got to have a little bit of Pulse for some gas as well, but my two major picks at this stage are Pulse X and P-Hex. Again, you see this trend is kind of chopping sideways right now, so we kind of halted that upward ascent a little bit. We'll see how it plays out. On the original track I was drawing, we were looking at roughly early June. Let me slightly do a quick hot revision on this, and let's just kind of see where we're going. So if I drew it from here to here, potentially we're looking more like August, September on current trend.
I think that's when E-Hex ended up pumping, bro. September timeframe, if I remember correctly. I mean, I wasn't. I think I bought the top. You know what I'm saying.
Well, so just visually looking at that to me is interesting because, especially if it's a little later in the year, because that aligns more with the thought that our final top would be closer to Q3, Q4 this year.
Yeah, man. So I mean, PulseX, I will probably end up getting a little bit more if it ends up dipping to that fair value gap I ended up talking about earlier today, man. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let's go hit the roulette table, make some cash, and then we'll come back and try to DCA into PulseX.
Yeah, aping back into crypto, bro. Aping back into crypto. Disclosure crypto, man. We've already mentioned this multiple times, bro. Gary Network does not look that great, man.
I'm willing to entertain a conversation. Has something substantially changed since the last time we eyeballed it?
Yeah. Doggone art, fucking PWBTC and PDI have been my killers, bro. No, I bet, man. I was gonna hop in a little bit into fucking doggone PTGC, dude, but I don't think we really have too much time today. We covered some fire ass tokens for you cats, man. I'm probably gonna get a little bit of money into that Doña token, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Again, and I am interestingly enough, I'm using 2 Top Hat AI agents to try to trade according to what they're telling me, trading the Tony token. Let's see how it works out. So I've got all the buys in, it took me a few tries, but ultimately all the DCA buys it told me to get in and set up as limit orders. Those have all triggered. Now I'm just watching to see if all the limit orders, basically I'm selling it. It's a limit sell. I'm going to buy USDC token with Tony when certain ratios are hit. And those are all pre-programmed. So I just got to eyeball it periodically and just see if they hit. And I will, if and when they hit, I will say, this is the percentage gain I got. And this is the window of time it took to get it.
Yeah. Have you ever danced around Aerodrome before, bro? I've never gone into that fucking index.
I did eyeball it. I'm definitely running more on a B tier exchange and a condom wallet just in case on this stuff. But last I looked, didn't have limit orders on there, so I had to go to a different exchange on base.
Yeah, dude, I always hate going into new fucking indexes, bro. I get
a little sketched out myself, but
man, and you cross your T's, dot your I's, man. Be that one time that you fucking just take it lightly and bam, bro, you got hit with a HIV. You know what I'm saying?
The friction is the opportunity, right? If it were easy, everyone would already be doing it. And so the little extra elbow grease and being willing to do something other people are not is where the opportunity lies currently.
Especially as we start climbing this bull run to the upside, monkeys. Cross your T's, dot your I's, please, man. I don't want to see any of you guys get wrecked, man. I want to see you guys again in Vegas, rolling in Lambos, rolling in Rolls Royces, man. Or maybe even fucking R36s or R35s, bro, or brand new motherfucking Teslas like Charlie, bro.
He mentioned that. He was like, this fucker, giving me shit about that. I did have the opportunity, speaking of the R35, I did have the opportunity to drive one on a track while I was down in Vegas. Heavier car than I thought it was going to be. And Twinkie, so I was...
Twinkie, it beat the fucking, the best fucking rally car fucking Porsche hat, bro.
Yeah, I don't drive that. Granted, I got 5 laps on it, right? Like in the grand scheme of things, definitely plenty of pickup power. Like no two ways about that. My impression is it's much more of a momentum car. So my instructor was telling me like, hey, you need to take this wider than you think on this car, and basically like set your speed coming into the corner. You don't want to increase the brake. You basically want to be flat and smooth on the brake, then come off the brake and accelerate. He's like, it'll get real squirrely if you try to re-brake in the corner. And the one time I was like, I'm coming in too hot. I need to like tap it. I could definitely like feel it kind of roll, not slide. But he's like, if you do it too hard, you will slide us out. So please don't, be smooth on the brake and don't smash it. Cool. I was like, so Boogie, you'll get a kick out of this. Unprompted, I was like, so what is your favorite car? He's like, under what context? I was like, you could drive any car you want for the rest of your life. It'll be your daily driver. Maybe you want some extra performance out of it. You want it to be good on the track and good, driving around. I'm just like, oh, NSX all day, twice on Sunday. No two ways about it. He's like, NSX is a better car overall. And so I was like, all right, cool, sold.
NSX does not look comfortable though, Twinkie. The GTR looks a lot more comfortable than yet.
It's definitely a bigger car. It's a heavier car. And so I was like talking to my instructor. He's like, basically they overtuned everything in the GTR, except they ran out of money during the design process. And the place they cut the, basically cut the corners on the design was the suspension.
Yeah, they're talking about, I've seen the R36 concept car that they're making. Looks a lot like the R34, man. I love the way the R34 looks. For you monkeys that don't know, man, Fast and the Furious, I think it's the one where Paul Walker's rolling in the fucking gray car, bro, at the beginning of the movie, bro. That's the R34.
Yeah, the
I saw a
Skyline.
couple in Japan when I used to live there, bro. I saw a lot of R33s, man. The R34, oh my gosh, I always wanted that car, bro. You couldn't import it to the United States, you know what I'm saying?
Well, so you heard about the whole merger? Where,
Yes, and I'm excited
yeah.
about it. I'm excited. I was talking to fucking como se llama, Nellyville about it, bro. I'm excited because that fucking what's the name of that one company they deal with? Because Nissan uses the transmissions from that one French company, Renault
Renault or whatever.
Renault. There you go, Renault. And that's why they suck, because of those stupid transmissions the French are giving them, bro. So I'm hoping that they keep the same lineup, keep the R34, keep the 350s, the 370s, bro. Keep the fucking doggone Nissan Frontiers, all that shit, because I've always been a big fan of the Nissan brand, bro. It's just they fucked up, fucking linking up with those cats over there, man. Okay?
So who knows? Maybe we'll get the like R99, GTRSX, right? Like, we'll see. We'll see what they cook up.
Yeah, man. I mean, Nissan's always had great engineers, man. I'm assuming they never checked their finances well, man. They got too big to fucking fail. You know what I'm saying?
Weren't they the ones that had that like crazy CEO escape story?
I don't know.
I think it was Carlos Ghosn. Yeah. I think like he made some crazy escape from Japanese prison.
Oh wow.
Like he was hiding in some crazy box or some other shit, and like to get out. It was like, jailbreak movie. Yeah. El Camino.
Home of the ninjas, bro. Home of the fucking ninjas, bro.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I think we've got through the list today.
Yeah, we're pretty much done, bro. Miguel should be going live. Oh wow, Miguel is live right now. All right, make sure Twinkies, look at the bottom. I got Twinkies data over there. Go ahead and fucking subscribe to Twinkie's channel. I do have it at Mr. Angry Twinkie. But to be redundant, where can they find you at, Twinkie?
Yeah, at Mr. Angry Twinkie on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. I don't ever post Instagram, and Telegram. You'll definitely find me on Telegram.
Yeah, man, you will definitely find me here on YouTube, US_Crypto_Boogie, the way you see it here. Same thing on Twitter, bro. I'm always dropping data on Twitter, showing charts, bro. Instagram, dude, I love fucking posting some funny ass memes. Make sure you monkeys follow me there, bro. And of course, subscribe to the channel. I saw at least 63 people in the chat. I'd like to get 63 likes, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, bro. Get me to 500. Motivates me to keep dropping alpha for you monkeys. Now, do me a favor, man. Go over to fucking DCC's channel right now and tell them Boogie and Twinkie sent me. I better see you motherfuckers fucking saying that over there, bro. Because that shows them that we're supporting his ass. You know what I'm saying? All right, monkeys, I will catch you guys on the motherfucking flip side.